Hello, guys. This is the second time I've had to try to record this because my phone doesn't have a lot of space on it. Anyways, so it has been 4 months since my last post, which is a while ago. Like a while ago. So I thought I would post. I have been busy. Oops, sorry, my wrist is itchy. I've been busy because of the stupid pandemic. But first off, before the pandemic really took off, in the beginnings, let me show you what I did. I got one of these. There's actually two of them. There's this one, and then there's that one. Yeah, they're my first tattoos. I did it back in March, so it's been 2 months, and I love them. But I honestly was not going to make a video until I watched something that made me want to make one. I've actually been watching this drama that's been going on with Colleen. And I know here's my problem. People have jumped the gun before they've heard the other side of the story. I actually made a few notes on my computer, so I wouldn't keep rambling, but it's probably going to happen anyways. So let's just get into it. First off, the first thing I have is that the boy doesn't have receipts. I watched some of the video. I actually watched the video, or listened to their video rather, while I was in the shower getting ready for work. So I didn't get to see all of it. But I saw some of it, and from what I remember, I don't remember him actually providing any receipts. I could be wrong. He could have had some later on in the video that I didn't get to see yet. However, some of the stuff that Colleen addressed makes so much more sense when I think about it, and you kind of line it up with his story, because there's a few things that don't make sense, that when she put the pieces together to this puzzle, it actually made more sense. So the next thing that I put on here was that he didn't tell the truth. For those who have not seen the video yet, I suggest you do watch it, even if you probably don't want to, and she's probably lost a lot of subscribers because people like to jump the fucking gun. I don't want to get too far with, how kind of upset I am with that whole thing. I don't think she'll ever see this, but if she does, she's going to probably be like, she probably wants the hostility to stop, which I get. I understand. So the reason I said he didn't tell the truth is because and then this goes in hand with it, is that he doesn't take responsibility. And the reason I say that he's not telling the truth and he's not taking responsibility is because he straight up just said that she just straight up sent him the underwear, when apparently from her point of view she has, and she even showed proof. She even said that there's still the video stream or whatever, the live feed or whatever, she still has it posted, to where she had a giveaway. She ordered some stuff off of, I think, Forever 21. And, there's some stuff that she didn't like. There was a set of lingerie that Corey was trying on just because he was being a weirdo and funny and whatever. But apparently this kid said that that's what he wanted. You know, I guess, I don't know if it was like a raffle or what, but apparently people were picking what they wanted, and that's one of the things that he wanted was the lingerie set. It had never been worn, with the exception of like when Corey was trying it on over his clothes, but as far as like that, no. Just, it's stupid. You're not telling the truth because apparently, like she showed, she had these raffles and she actually was reading what you said. You said straight up that you wanted the underwear set. Now, had you thought about it and been like, maybe I shouldn't have asked for them because of the fact of what it looks like, then, you know, none of this would happen. Absolutely none of it. And that's where the taking responsibility part comes in. Come on, computer, wake up. I'm not done yet. But you didn't. You just threw her under the bus and fucking said that she just straight up sent them to you because, you know, whatever. And then people are getting it twisted because they're hearing one side of the story when I've heard both sides pretty much. I watched her video in full. I need to go back to watch his, which at this point it doesn't really matter because I got the cliff notes from everyone else talking about your video. Which, don't fucking do that. Don't throw her under the fucking bus saying that she just straight up threw or sent the panties to you. You should have taken more responsibility, thought about it, and been like, maybe I shouldn't have asked for them. Or maybe you should have said that you asked for them. The next thing I have on here is that people change. Some of the stuff that she said I didn't actually realize that she had videos of. I didn't really watch her videos until she had said she was having a baby. But let me fucking tell you, the person, like for me example, the person that I was before I ever had a license, before I ever had my child, before I moved jobs, hell, even before I got a divorce from my ex-husband, like the person that I was back then is not the same fucking person that I am now. People fucking change. The person that you are when you're a teenager is not the same as what you are in your 20s or 30s or whatever. For some people it is because, you know, they're just fucking lazy and they don't want to change. But kind of like Onision, but I'm not going to go down that lane. But a normal fucking person would actually fucking grow and learn from their fucking mistakes. I now have a license. I now have a really, really good job. Even though it's like grocery work. But it's a government job technically. I am pretty responsible because I have a child that, you know, I look out for and look after and take care of with help, mind you. But I've learned to not... I've learned to coexist with his father. I am not super, super jealous when it comes to relationships like I used to be. I've learned not to push men away by being, what's the word? I guess cuddle bug. That's not the phrase I'm looking for, but it's clingy. Trust me, I've had that happen plenty of times, and I've learned that I should go with my gut feeling. I used to be where I would do something and then worry about the consequences later. I don't really do that anymore. No one's perfect. The next thing I have on here is that people do stupid shit, which goes hand in hand with this people change thing. I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life. I'm sure, I mean, obviously, Colleen's done stupid shit in her life. This kid has done stupid shit in his life, and he's going to probably continue for a while until he hits about his late 20s, early 30s, and then he's going to realize, yeah, I've done some stupid shit. But you learn from it. That's how life is supposed to fucking work. You're supposed to do stupid shit and learn from it. So, I don't understand why these fucking people are looking at Colleen and like, you're still the same person that you were when you were 14 years ago. No, she's fucking not. She's absolutely not. She is not the same person. She's learned all kinds of shit with all these different things that have happened in her life. People change. A normal person changes and grows. There are a few that don't but they're like low life pieces of shit. So anyways, on with the next one. Everyone believes everything that they hear. This is part of the reason why I don't watch the news, because it's full of shit. And depending on the network, people have a bias. Either they're left-sided or right-sided. I don't watch the news. Fuck the news. This is why the coronavirus is going out of hand, or getting out of hand, and why most of the grocery stores have limits on their meats, is because the media likes to scare people into stupid shit. Don't get me wrong. I know the coronavirus is like a super serious thing, and that they've caused many deaths, but there's also been reported falsely deaths as well. You go to the doctors because you have allergies, and then they do some tests and say you have coronavirus when it's just allergies. Like, fuck that. This is partly why I don't go to the doctor's office. Not saying that I don't trust my doctor, but, you know, but we're in a day and age where people just automatically believe what they want to believe without hearing the other side of the story, which kind of ties in with the last thing I wrote down. There's two sides to every story. We haven't heard from Colleen's until now, when she finally got around to addressing it. And everyone took this fucking kid. Really? Wouldn't you want to have some type of skepticism when it comes to one person's word over another? Like, I know people kept on telling her, you need to address this. And she finally did. But don't just automatically assume that what a fucking 17-year-old... I'm not sure how long it's going to let me record on this thing, but I'm going to keep going because I have a last point. What I was going to say was, people like to believe everything they hear, but there's two sides to every story. Why would you jump to conclusions and automatically assume that what a fucking 17-year-old is straight up fact? You gotta question his motives and if he's telling the truth or not. Don't just automatically assume, or don't take a 17-year-old's word as fact. Because he could be fucking lying and just saying, he could, like, not that he was fabricating stuff, but he could also be stretching the truth. And I honestly think that that's basically what he was doing, was stretching the truth. He wasn't being fully responsible and, telling the truth completely. But that's really all I wanted to say. I had to get my last point across, before my phone cut off again. Because, phones only have so many memories on it before you have to, like, delete some shit. But anyway, I have yet to see somebody defend her. But I'm hoping, aside from me, that somebody else will come out and defend her. Aside from me. Honestly, I feel like I should believe her over him. I just have this notion that he is full of shit. No offense to you, kid, if you ever see this. I doubt you will, but I honestly think that you're stretching the truth. You should have been more responsible. Don't just say that you just straight up sent you underwear. You should probably tell the truth and been like, yeah, I asked for those. Either that or you should have thought about, maybe I shouldn't ask for the underwear because of how it looks. It's kind of strange for somebody who is 30-something, even though you guys are just friends, to send underwear that I'm asking for to a 17-year-old. Because that's just fucked up that you just threw her under the bus without taking responsibility. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to say. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I'm just done. This is stupid. I'm so disappointed with people. Why would you just automatically assume that a fucking 17-year-old was telling 100% truth? Kids lie. Kids stretch the truth all the time. Just for fucking clicks. Nowadays. Why don't you just, like, weigh your options and listen to both sides of the story? Because, don't just assume one person is correct. Anyways, I'm gonna go before this cuts off again. So, talk to you later. Good night. Bye.